Mean is adding, then dividing. Mode is most, mode is most. Median's the middle, median's the middle. Range is high, take the low. Oh hello! It's your friendly neighbourhood maths teacher here to give you a quick maths lesson on averages, if that was not already clear. What we're going to be looking at today is the 4 different types of averages and how we can calculate each of them for GCSE maths. Have a think, see if you can remember any of these 4 types of averages. If I tell you the first one we're looking at is the mean, can you remember the other 3? We will get to them in a minute. So, the first type of average, like I said, is going to be the mean. And this can also just be called the average. If you're asked to calculate the average of a set of numbers, mean is the one they're talking about, okay? In my little song just there that you definitely loved, we said mean is adding then dividing, and that's how you find it. Okay, so if you're given a set of numbers, the mean is calculated by adding and then dividing. What that means is I'm going to take all of these numbers, I'm going to add them all up, find the total, and then divide. But divide by what? We're going to divide by how many numbers we have. Okay, I've added 5 numbers together to give me 40 in this case. I'm going to divide by 5 because there were 5 of them. Divide by 5, my mean is 8. Okay, and that is my answer. That is the mean of that set of numbers. Okay, something to be aware of, a common mistake that happens here, especially when we're using calculators, you have to do it in 2 steps. Sometimes students will get impatient, not you, I'm sure, but students will want to do it like this. Add all the numbers up, divide it by 5, and you'll get 32.8. That's not the average, okay? We know that the average should be somewhere in the middle of all these numbers. So if your numbers were 7, 3, 10, 9, and 11, 32.8, it's not the average, okay? What's happened here, see if you can spot what's happened here. I'll give you 1 second, then I'll tell you. Okay, what's gone wrong here is this. Your calculator is very clever. It's not very conversational, but it's very clever. And what it's done is it's done BIDMAS, okay? It's looked at this last little sum here, 9 divided by 5, and because that's a division, it's done it before all of the addition. So it's done that, and then it's added everything on. So it hasn't really done the 2 steps properly. So what we need to do, add them all up, press equals, then divide by 5, okay? 2 separate stages. Always add up first, then divide, okay? And that's how you find the mean. Next one we're going to look at is the mode. So we said mean is adding then dividing, mode is most. What does that mean? Well, that means it's the most common in a set of numbers. Okay, so if we have a set of values that look like this, 7, 3, 10, 11, 9, and another 3, the mode is the most common. There are 2 3s there, there's only one of everything else, so 3 is the mode of that set of values, okay? And the mode can be a number, it can be a name, it can be a thing, it's just the most common of a set of information. Okay, so in this example, the mode would be 3. Something else to be aware of, there can be more than one mode, okay? It's like if you're at school and there are 2 popular girls and they're both super popular and they're as popular as each other, okay? They are both the mode. In this example here, 1, 2, 4, 16, 4, 9, and 2, what's the mode? There's 2 2s and there's 2 4s, okay? So they are both the mode. 2 and 4 are the mode of that set of numbers, okay? Moving on, we're gonna look at the median. We said median is the middle. It sort of sounds like medium, which is the middle of 3 options, right? Or Nando's sauces, if you will. What we have to do to find the middle of a set of numbers is first we have to make them in order, okay? So the median is the middle value in a set of ordered data. If I had a bunch of students in front of me, which I don't right now, and I wanted to find out who had the middle height, I can't just pick the person in the middle of the room because they might be super tall or they might be super short. I have to make them stand in height order first, which would be very embarrassing. So you're lucky that you're at home and you don't have to do this. But we have to put our numbers in order first for it to make any kind of sense. So let's have some numbers. The same numbers again, 7, 3, 10, 11, and 9. Let's put them in order, starting with the smallest. That would be ascending order, going up. Okay, putting them in order, 3, 7, 9, 10, and 11. Then what we do, we cross off one at a time from either end until we get to the middle. So we're going to cross off 3, we're going to cross off 11, and then 7, and then 10, which gives us 9, our median, okay? The number in the middle. And that's all that you have to do. One more thing to be aware of with the median is sometimes we'll have 2 numbers in the middle, okay? So if you have an even number of numbers, so there's 6 of them there, 3, 7, 9, 10, 11, and 13, they're already in order. We're going to cross off one from either end, And we're left with this, 9 and 10 in the middle. If you want to find the median now, you have to find the mean of those two middle numbers. How did we find the mean? Adding, then dividing. Okay, so we add them together, 9 plus 10, and then divide by 2, because there's just two of them. So 19 divided by 2 gives us 9.5. I don't know why that says 10, that's a typo there. But our answer is 9.5 would be our median, because it's halfway between those two numbers. So the rule there is, if you've got two numbers as your median in the middle, you have to find the mean of those two numbers. You add them together, and then you divide by 2. Last one, what's the last one we're going to talk about? We've done mean, mode, median. Range is the last one. Okay, how do we find the range of a set of numbers? It's quite simple. All we have to do is take the lowest value away from the highest. It's the difference between the highest and the lowest. It's high, take away, low. Okay, let's have a look at some numbers. Same numbers again, 7, 3, 10, 11, 9. Which of those is the highest? It's 11, right? Which of those is the lowest? It's 3. So we're going to do 11 take away 3. It's that simple. Okay, 11 take away 3 gives me what? It's 8. Very good, I'm hoping you said that. Okay, so our range would be 8. That's the range of that set of data, and that is all that we have to do. That is our 4 types of averages. So we said mean, adding and then dividing, mode, most common, median in the middle after you've put them in order, and range is highest, take away, lowest. Have a go at some of the practice questions I've put in the description down below to practice finding all 4 of those. If you can do all of those, then you are laughing. Thank you for watching. As always, let me know if you've got any questions. Hey diddle diddle, the median's the middle, you add and divide for the mean. What? The mode is the one that's most common, and the range is the difference between. Dab! Oh, I can't believe I just did that on the internet. That's the end of my teaching career. I'm out.